South Carolina, in case you didn't know, our pets are fat. Maybe not all of them, but a disturbing trend shows unwanted girth has been added to the waistlines of our furry family members. Joining us with more on this epidemic and how to get our pets back into a healthy place is Dr. Janea Jenkins, veterinarian with Banfield Pet Hospital. They came out with a study that shows the pandemic may not be to blame. Doctor, good to see you.
Thanks for having me here.
Oh, goodness. So you're putting us to shame. Tell us, what is the statistic that you're looking at? I would have assumed that it's because we were home all the time with our pets, that's why they got so fat.
So actually, our records over the last 10 years show that increasing amount of diagnosing of the overweight and obesity epidemic in our pets. So
wow.
For South Carolina, yeah, big numbers.
Indeed. So 2011 to 2020, so full decade there. What is the reason for this?
So while we can't say definitively, we do know a lot of issues that are linked in. So one of those being that we tend to overfeed our pets and they don't get enough exercise. Certainly there are family members and we communicate with food, right?
Right. Well, food is a love language for a lot of people. And certainly with our pets, because we feel like we connect with them, you know, and you give them treats, you are applauding them for good behavior, or, you know, we use food in so many different ways for both animals and for people. How do you know when your pet is overweight, though?
A good reference is to take a bird's eye view, look at them from up above. You should see a neat little tuck in right at their waistline. And when you run your fingers along their ribs, you should be able to easily feel them, but not to the point of seeing them. So if you're not seeing that, that is your check-in. You need to go check in with your veterinarian and let's get the ball rolling.
Okay. And I want to understand how we can use certain tactics because, for instance, my cat, she's always begging for food. So you feel like you got to feed the beast, so to speak. But what can we do when our pets have been kind of programmed to eat a little bit more than they should or try to get more food out of you than they should be eating? How do you subside that hunger of theirs?
Right. Your first step is going to be to check in with your veterinarian just so that we can rule out any underlying disease process. There could be another reason why your kitty is begging. But at home, definitely we want to use what you've got on hand as far as engagement toys that will increase their activity while they still get to snack a little bit. Just increasing that activity, even say our dogs, for instance, just going a few more blocks each day or hiring a pet walker. It's just those tiny little things. And just working with your veterinary team means that the whole process is going to be less daunting, less of a challenge.
So what are some of the health risks to overweight pets? Because it's not just about being a little portly, it goes beyond that.
Right. So beyond how they're looking and feeling, being obese or overweight is going to set them up to have possible shorter life, less quality of life, secondary conditions, including orthopedic issues.
Okay, so it's good to bring our pets in, have them checked out by the veterinarian, and then from there you can assess a change in lifestyle. Dr. Jenkins, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you again for having me.
Let's get our pets healthy, everybody. We're back after this.